being 70 is an acclamation of turning 70, right? What does acclaim mean? And then I thought, oh, acclaim, the letters, anthropogenic, climate change, linking action, inflammation and mitigation. And I thought, well, that's a good name for a group, so I'm thinking of starting another group called that. I think my life goal now for the last 10-15 years is to effectively be a force for change. In fact, somebody jokingly called me a try-hard. And a try-hard is considered to be someone who's, tries too hard and is sort of a bit pathetic, But I'm proud to wear the hat of a try-hard. You've got plenty of water? So this is where we meet every Saturday in front of the sign, especially when we're doing the planting. We've got two types of pamphlets here. That's my favourite there, the koi, which is a good timber tree. And the rerewa, which my son's named after rerewa. The rarest, one of the most amazing things I've seen is the native Daphne, and it's growing up on right up there at the top, and it's quite amazing to see that there. The Restoration Group. V stands for Te Hinga Hillary Trail Ecological Restoration Group, and we got funds from DOC last year, and I've been working on the track for about 4 years, I suppose. What we're doing is we're killing the kaikua so the mingi comes away, and that will provide the ground cover and stabilisation, and then we're replanting with various native species that would have grown in this area. So what I want to do, by spraying all the various kaikua and the weeds, I'd like to see all this native grass going all through that valley there. And it needs effort to spread it, but there's no reason why, with a bit of volunteer help, we couldn't do that. This is my little spot. Start again. The story goes, I was potting up plants down at Lindale Nurseries. I'd just left school and I was happy working there, and used to listen to the radio, probably 1ZB I suppose, or one of the pop music ones, and this chap Akabuk was playing Stranger on the Shore, and I thought, that is just so beautiful. I'd love to learn to play that instrument. And I talked to my mother about it, and she said, oh, you should go and get a clarinet and try. And basically in the end that's what I did. This is Stranger on the Shore, not quite as Akabuk played it, but as I tried to learn it. I practiced the other day. I played it this morning and it worked out really nice. I thought, oh, I did a good job of that. But first of all, I couldn't remember anything, but I kept playing it and I was surprised your memory comes back again. So that's an interesting phenomenon, I think, with music. No more in Aotearoa. Can't get 'em, they've hit 'em, they've gone and there ain't no more. My father really loved Mark Howard Morrison, and we had a lot of his records, all his records, in the Titirangi Coffee House. The Titirangi Coffee House still goes, and its headline was Coffee with a View, and the back window of that, on certain clear days, you could actually see Mount Taranaki. You just see the point of it in the clouds you just see the snow and on the tip, and it would be like floating on the horizon. It definitely was coffee with a view.
The coffee's actually quite nice.
Well, there's plenty more there. This is the top of the hill. Katie, come sit here and you'll be able to see Man's Head and have a cup of coffee. It was very beautiful, beautiful light coming through the trees, and it was quite warm, and yet it was about 7 o'clock. So it was nice. But that's Man's Head in the distance, and you see the sunlight on the evening sunlight on the plants there, and then down on the sand dunes. Oh, here's another one. You got the trees framing it a little bit. So I thought that was quite a good photo. Probably the best of them. The problem is there's so much to do. You've got to choose what you're good at and what you can achieve. And I think I'm quite good at building stuff and experimenting with stuff. So encouraging people to build their own light vehicles, powered vehicles. There's 2 vehicles that I built that I was quite proud of. That's the one that we've got the photos of, and also the one that's downstairs there. I have all sorts of imaginations, but I go from being optimistic to being extremely pessimistic. These can be used too for creating shade. Partly because some of the Baha'i writings and almost all religions talk about some sort of apocalyptic event. It seems to be quite obviously happening because it's based around climate change. Oh, well, put them up there so we get to remember to take them away. Can you throw those things down the bench bit, Katie? Branches. Well, part of the reason for me doing this project was my wanting and needing a space where I could achieve things that mitigate climate change. I still feel slightly depressed occasionally about the lack of action and what is the survival of the planet, let alone human civilization. This is the whole message of the set, is be a drop in the river of research, volition, action, flowing to the ocean of a sustainable civilization. So rewilding is a term meaning trying to get back to pre-human society, what the ecology would have been. And I think that's quite a good goal, really. It's just, even if it's only in a few places, so that people understand how things used to be before human interference. I consider myself part of the lucky generation. What better life could you have than being born in New Zealand? There are a few other lucky places in the world, but New Zealand must be one of the top. Okay, so here's Steve riding the electric bike with the seat of power behind it. And we're just starting off on our journey towards Tahinga Beach. We're on the way. And that's why I say I've had a lucky life in a way, you know, because I've been through this. I've brought up in this period where there's no war, although there was always threats of nuclear annihilation and stuff as we're teenagers and that. But generally speaking, I've had an ideal life in a way, you know, been able to follow my dreams to a large extent. I think I'm going to go on till I die, you know. I expect to die before I've achieved the things I've set as goals, but that's okay. That's carrying forward an ever-advancing civilization. You know, it's got to advance, doesn't it? And it's been every time I come here I find people sitting on it. I've never ever come here during the day or the middle of the day or on the weekend anyway, where there's somebody not sitting like this. So people like it. So it's a good choice. I thought I would read a little poem, one that I've written for my 70th birthday. Here we go. It's called acclamation, celebration, and surviving till 70. He has a way with words, I heard. So, when no laughter came from the crowd at my weak school speech contest joke, I learned a little lesson. Kia kaha, be strong, keep going. And third was good. So now, my 70 crowd, you must endure some onomatopoeic musings, a third-rate rant, some words of wisdom from a lucky life lived, with lots of labels like Values Party, Greenpeace, Baha'i and Best, like Try Hard and Be Proud to be PC. So, back to the sustainable 70s. Sitting behind the future Green Party leader, petrol powering us towards our values conference. You in one word, she asks. Seeker, I say. Searching for spiritual truth. Ah, the good old days, when global warming was just a coffee table topic of United Nations limits to growth, Club of Rome report reading intellectuals. Ah, the good old days, when the masters call knowledge, volition, action still allowed us time to live as a seeker in the valley of knowledge. Now, as city waterfronts wash away, can we wait? A weekly 100-year hurricane, a permanent problem. We failed then and now. As the masses' slow slumber is stirred, I am still proud to be a prick in the side of the silent majority, a stirrer of the cauldron of thought, of discussion, debate, before decisions, on our staggering, stuttering search, our mad march towards our so-called sustainable, ever-advancing civilization. I wish to acclaim people of my past and present, people who built my lucky life, my ecological evolution. We must win this war with words as weapons. Learn the 3 Gs, good global governance. We must evolve together to place the civil and civilization. Kia kaha, be strong. Thank you.